as precocious as can be. He won the very first 2-year-old race on the Irish juvenile calendar before becoming the first horse in over 100 years to win the Coventry Dewhurst 2000 Guineas treble. Ladies and gentlemen, Dawn Approach.
Dawn Approach is good, you know, I like him a lot. Good rear end, big shoulder, big rear end. You know, he's a sharp looking horse, you know. People will expect Dawn Approach maybe to look more like a new approach, but he's a sharper type, you know. You'd have to like him, you know, he's correct, walks well, you know, and he has the race record, speaks for himself. Like, he didn't just win at Royal Ascot, he ran away from them at Royal Ascot and still end up winning the Guineas. And you know, I know they tried to stretch him out, but you know, he's obviously a sprinter mile. I'd love him, you know, I've bred to him myself. I've told, advised and asked, begged my clients in Australia to breed to him because he is a very sharp 2-year-old, and that's what they'll, you know, what you need down there.
Oh, beautiful horse, great quality horse, lovely length to him, but with great lines about him, great tension through his pasterns, great strength. Overall, just a stunning type, really. Consistency, his tenacity, his will to win. He was always looked like the best horse in the race from the very start. Just a real standout, classy horse in all his races. And I think Dawn Approach is going to be a horse that's going to bring a lot of class, a huge appeal to the Australian market. You know, he's going to be a beautiful miler, mile-and-a-quarter type horses, which are going to really target some of those really rich races which everyone's trying to win down there. And you know, a horse of his pedigree, his race record, he's bringing the best racing form from Europe to Australia. I mean, it's a great opportunity for breeders there. You know, people are always looking for new bloodlines, new outcrosses, new lines to try and find that next champion, and he's bringing the best of them in the time.
This is the magnificent Epaulette, the Australian Group 1 winning sprinter Epaulette, rated just £1 behind Lethal Force in the World Thoroughbred Rankings last year. Epaulette has just completed his first season and covered a book of 140 mares at Kildangan. Breeders falling for his racing prowess, his pedigree and his good looks. Cracking form this horse has got, Epaulette.
Epaulette, you know, the Australians know him very well because he was, you know, he's a very good racehorse down there. You know, and he won the Doomben 10,000. That's one of the feature Group 1s you can win in Australia, you know, as a speed horse. Ran a nice race in the TJ Smith against Black Caviar. He was beaten 3 lengths, but that in Australia to get that close to her, and he was gaining on him. Commands is a very good sire, very solid solid physical, and this horse Epaulette is quite like his sire. You know, good bone, good size, length, good walk. You know, so he's a nice horse, and you know, he fits into a mare. You could breed a local mare, like a colonial bred mare, an Australian mare to her, but equally he'd be well suited to mares that we might buy in Europe and import. I believe he covered a huge book of mares in Kildangan, you know, 130 mares this year, so he's going to be popular after that. I'd be very happy with him, you know, and it always, son of Commands, I can't imagine Commands being such a good sire himself is not going to leave his son, so maybe this is the one.
He was a son of Commands. He was probably a very true to type son of Commands in that he was very tough. He kept performing, he trained on, he took racing very well. Commands, as we know, is such a fantastic, strong, you know, stallion which trainers just love. And Epaulette looks like the exact mould of that type of horse, probably a bit scopier and a bit classier than some other of the typical generic Commands, but you know, beautiful horse.
Handsome poet's voice. A top-class juvenile, a top-class 3-year-old, a great-looking son of one of the world's foremost stallions. Poet's voice has all the attributes to become a success. Take a good, long look at him, ladies and gentlemen, because you'll be seeing his first yearlings in the sales ring this autumn.